What makes you feel bored? I was thinking to myself recently, back when I thought Christianity was just lame. Is it reading the Bible is just lame? That it's just old scripts from back in the day? Is the Christian music just so lame? Is the Christian movies just so corny? I'm trying to think, and I was sitting there for a while thinking, what is making me bored right now? And I started to think and realize that everything I was thinking about was very tangible, very, here in the world. But I soon started to realize it has nothing to do with that. But the unclarity that I had, that my path was so unclear, my purpose, I didn't know it. And when you lose your purpose, you turn into religion, which is going to mess you up, because it's just like trying to do the right things to get to heaven. You're constantly working for it, keeping your physical life active in the Christian realm to kind of keep it moving, keep the Christian momentum. But it never did anything for me, because I noticed that when my purpose is blurry, Christianity became very boring. It becomes boring when you turn your life to Christ, but don't give your life to Christ. Let me give an example. It's like you're driving and you invite Jesus into your car, but you never let him drive. You're like, oh, I trust you, but you never let your hand get off that steering wheel. You always sit him in the passenger seat, like, oh, I love you, I trust you, you're right there in the car with me. But that's not what he's asking for you, to trust him and obey him and love him. And when you do that, we constantly think that we know what's best for us, that we know what we're doing, which is far from the truth. As we know, every time we try to do anything on our own, it messes up. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. That we are meant to walk in the footsteps of Christ, to live like him. That is your purpose, to love. And if you don't have that, it becomes very stale. It becomes very religious and tangible things to do. Like, you just start looking at, when you think of Christianity, you just start thinking of reading the Bible every day, back to back, praying all the time. You're like, oh, that's boring. But what makes them boring to you is they're unuseful to you. Because when you've tried to pray, when you tried to read, you got nothing out of it, or you didn't feel like it was doing anything to you. So you quit. Or if you do it, you just do it to feel good about yourself kind of thing. But it never has that fire inside of you. Notice how when we turn Christian, the first, like right in the beginning, right? You have this fire for God of such excitement and love and just passion. And it soon fades. And this happens to a lot of Christians because they're such on a high that it deteriorates, because they continue to live in the same world that they were in before. They had an encounter, but they didn't keep that encounter as a lifestyle, but rather a quick moment. Christianity gets very stale without the involvement of Christ. Many of us want actually the name Christian on us, but some of us don't want to live what that means to its entirety, I should say. Saying that we're Christian makes us feel good. But on the other end, you also like the world. You like to live within the world, and you don't want to give it up. You know when you need to spend time with Jesus more, when the world seems more fun. So who's controlling you? Which one excites you the most? The world or Jesus? And that should tell you right away who you're following. Not who you accept, just saying, I accept him, but not proving that with a lifestyle of yours. The way you live as an example to the world of love is the key there. not just for you, but it's also for the people you're around. The physical things that you do, praying, reading, evangelizing, if that's something people want to do, that comes naturally. The love for it comes naturally. Rather than doing those things as a daily task like a job and always feeling drained and feel bad when you miss out. Oh man, I didn't read the Bible today. He doesn't care if you missed a day on reading the Bible. He doesn't care about, it's not about how much you read or how much of this evangelizing you do. It's how much do you love him. And that makes Christianity, the lifestyle, very fun and exciting. It's no longer boring because it's no longer a job. It's no longer, I have to do this. Or it's no longer, I'm looking at it at the lens of the world that they gave me. You know, like, oh, these movies are corny. The music's it's not cool. It's not hard metal rock. It looks boring because of the wrong lenses that we have put on. But it never would have been boring if we only had Christ's lens on our eyes, spiritual eyes. But the world is twisting things, and they're very subtle when they do it. You almost don't even notice that it's happening, and that's how deceiving it is. People go from such a high with God, and when they get with him, and then it slowly deteriorates. Not with everybody, but maybe you know this from experience. I know I have. Or maybe you've seen people who have gone from such a high to going back into low as if they never started. So do yourself a favor, and to get rid of that boringness, if that's a word, find that love that you had once for God. Look back at when you accepted Christ in the beginning. What got you to such a high? What got you to cry of such joy, peace, and love? Even if it was 24 hours in that church, wherever you were, in your car alone, that you just felt him in his presence. That feeling you had, that wasn't an emotion, that what your body's reacting. It's your soul opening its eyes that this is true life. Him. That's where freedom is. That's where peace and joy is. That's when I can start living rather than just being alive. He's wanting to talk with you. He wants to be with you more and more. Are you putting yourself in a place to be with him? Are you inviting him in to do stuff with him? And it becomes very exciting because when you find him, you find yourself. Your identity is in Christ Jesus, and that's not metaphorical, that's like for real. You find yourself, you find what truly makes you happy, where you're never bored again. The world's going to try to get you to look at Christianity as you always have to constantly 24/7 have to be doing something. He tells you to rest. It's okay to rest, to take care of yourself, your family. It doesn't have to be evangelizing all the time. And I'm saying this for specific people who do that constantly, and they feel like it's a job and it's wearing them down. That God's going to shame you for not doing something. You taking him into your life and living that life is all he's asked of you. And to spread that to the world, but not in a way of working towards him caring for you. You can't work your way to heaven. The actions, the lifestyle, things that you do for people is just the action of love that is within you. That it's just going to happen simultaneously as a believer. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. In his presence, that's key there. Imagine being a Christian without Christ. Hard to do. That's where people struggle all the time. They're in this bubble that they never get rid of sin out of their life. They never have peace. And that's such a common thing. Peace is a very common thing I teach on this channel because this world needs it a lot. And you have to be in his presence in order for things to make sense. That's why Christianity is boring, because you're doing it by yourself, with God in mind. Kind of like I said, in the passenger seat, but not letting him do anything, but be there. Give him the control to die to self and let him take over, because he knows what's best for you. The path ahead may be blurry. It's unclear. The purpose is just hazy, but I'm telling you now, do it with him. Don't do anything as a task. But I get to read, I get to pray because of how much I love him. And ask yourself why you love him. Because he saved me. He gave his life. And in return back, I'm going to give my life. He didn't just speak love, but he lived it. I'm going to do the exact same. He forgave people. I'm going to forgive people. He lived in peace within himself. That the world didn't have to, everything have to go right in order for him to be happy and peaceful. But he was just those things himself. That whatever the world brings at you, it's not going to get in the way of your walk with Christ. Any Christian who says it's boring and it gets stale, they're doing it by themselves and they don't know what their purpose is. They may know the knowledge of, the purpose is to follow God, but many people know that phrase, but how many live for him than just speak words? I care for you guys so very much, and I pray to God that you find this comforting feeling knowing that something in this video made you clicked in your heart, your mind, your soul, to realize you just have to let yourself go. You have to let him take over your life. And I hope the analogies I gave made some more sense if something in your mind clicked. And if I missed something that you want to tie into this video, something that a knowledge that you have on this subject that can help people, please let me know in the comments. Put it there for other people to help everyone else, because we're here to help people who are stuck in something and they want to get out of it. They're looking for an answer. But be sure to like and subscribe on this video if it was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Messenger out.